And we are live. Greetings and salutations, Focus Up family. Welcome to the January 2023 installment of the Focus Up Show. We thank you for tuning in with us live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on YouTube and various other platforms, or catching up with us on replay. We ask that you click that like, that subscribe, that bell, and share to support and maintain your weekly Focus Up fix. And on that note, if you didn't catch it, go back and catch a Sunday school pregame that we did with Brother Charles X last Sunday. So, more things popping in the Focus Up Network. But I am Mr. Nice Guy. Nice as in the word Saint spelled backwards. And my co-hosts today are the lovely First Lady J. We got her brother, her blood brother, the blind man. We got Brother Charles X, our news correspondent. We got the infamous El Pooh, the producer, and Mr. Floyd X, the boss.
Yes. Go Pack Go. Go Pack Go. It's game time today. We're going to get it going. You know, the football gods have blessed the Packers to see this and make it. And I see that, y'all see that messed up part of the screen with that San Francisco sign over there. We're going to get,
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Right. Hold on. Well, let me fix this screen real quick. There we go. Oh man, let's get it going. Let's get it going, Mr. Nice Guy. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get well, first of all, hey, Mr. Blind Man, thank you for coming on to the show. We welcome you to coming on and to speak on what you got to say. You want to let us know a little bit of where you coming from, or who you are, or why you coming on the show?
Yeah, well, I'm here because I was invited by my sister, First Lady J. I'm here to share my perspective and let you guys know how I see things. Yeah, I'm from Compton. Just let you guys know how I see it.
That's what's up.
All right, brother, hold on. You can't let that joke go.
No, I was gonna explain.
Brother's name is Blind Man. He said he gonna let us know how he seeing things.
Yes, sir.
and it's not just a metaphor. He is blind after majority. Yes, so that's not just a misnomer or a nomer.
All right, let's go.
So, First Lady, what we got? What's going on in the news?
Oh, okay. So first in the news, we would like to talk about cervical cancer. January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. So cervical cancer was once a leading cause of cancer death for women in the United States. Today, screening and prevention have greatly reduced the impact of this form of cancer. Still, approximately 13,960 women in the United States are projected to receive a diagnosis of cervical cancer in 2023, and approximately 4,310 will die from this disease, according to the National Cancer Institute. Cervical cancer usually develops slowly over time. Before cancer appears in the cervix, the cells of the cervix go through changes known as dysplasia, in which abnormal cells begin to appear in the cervical tissue. Those abnormal cells may become cancer cells and start to grow and spread more deeply into the cervix and to surrounding areas. Increasing screenings and preventions are key components of the effort to eliminate cervical cancer, since almost all cases of the diseases are caused by human papillomavirus, also known as HPV infection. These vaccines that protect against the virus could prevent the vast majority of cases. Moreover, regular pap smear tests can catch and lead to the treatment of the disease at the precancerous stage. Cervical cancer is among a number of cancers that can be caused by infections with pathogens, bacteria, viruses, and parasites. And Mr. X will post the website.
Yes. Go to the American Association for Cancer Research if you want more information and learn more about the symptoms and how to catch it, or how to catch it early and prevent it, go to the American Association for Cancer Research.
Most
And that
importantly, women, please go out there and get your pap smears, please.
That's right. A lot of this stuff is preventable. A lot of this stuff is treatable after a fashion, but the best treatment is prevention. So go get yourself checked, not just for this, for a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that we die of that we don't need to die of, things that we suffer from that we don't need to suffer from. Just put in the work. Get checked.
And if I can add, brothers, is that I don't want to miss this opportunity to highlight a giant in the cancer field with Dr. Hadia Nicole Green, who was born in St. Louis. She earned a physics PhD from the University of Alabama in Birmingham, the second woman to do so, Black woman to do so, and has just been a major in the Cancer Treatment Center and research. She's taken nanoparticles and lasers in tandem. And then, so what happens is they design these nanoparticles, are ejected into the solid tumors, and then when the tumor is hit with this infrared light, the nanoparticles heat up, killing the cancer cells. And the preliminary studies, they showed that in mice that these tumors were eliminated with no observable side effects. So this sister, she's a heavyweight inside the field, and just a strong example for the community, and especially in particular our women.
That is what's up. Let's bring in our brother to the stage. Brother Walk. Greetings. How you doing, brother?
What's up, brothers? How you guys doing? Hello, Miss Lady J.
All right, doing all right.
Hello.
What's going on? We got a full house today, huh?
We got a full house. That's right. So all right. First Lady J, what's next topic? What we got?
Next, we have Miss Rhoda Osman, alleged brick attack victim charged with theft after raising more than $40,000. Rhoda Osman posted on social media in September alleging that she was assaulted by a man who hit her with a brick after she turned down his advances. A woman who became known online for mentioning this has stole over $40,000. She's facing charges of felony theft by deception, but has not been arrested, as her whereabouts are currently unknown to authorities. That's pretty much what I have.
Now, as I understand it, what she said is she just hasn't turned herself in because she hasn't gotten a lawyer yet. But she's going to do this, and she's saying that this is what she's being accused of. But she's saying that it really did happen, and she believes that she'll prove herself, in court. So we'll see. We won't say that she stole it just yet. We won't say that she's a scam artist or crook just yet. But we're waiting to find out.
Well, brother, you might not say it, but I'm absolutely going to say it. You know what I mean? That she is a scam, a crook, a primary example of don't believe all women. I got to throw a shout out to the queen of accountability, who's out there. Her name is Daphne Sutton. This sister took it upon herself to go and investigate, as well as others, various YouTube personalities. They did some investigation, but the queen of accountability, Sister Daphne, she went and actually filed charges of fraud defending Black men, from this claim, because it turned out that much of what she said was not true at all. She did not get hit by a brick. It actually was a water bottle, and it wasn't because the brother didn't get the phone number for her. She was actually in the car with the brother, and then started a mutual combat fighting with him. And in defense, the brother swung his hand with the water bottle and caught her beside the head. And so now she's absolutely facing charges, and what's wild is that women like her, she'll go and reach out to various simps in particular, and try to find, someone to kind of be in her corner. And there are plenty of simps out there now, for sure, but just yesterday she had reached out to the new Black Panther Party, not calling them simps, but also Quanell X, she had made an arrangement to surrender to the police, but then that came and passed. She's a no call, no show. And so now basically she's on the run. She's not, she's one of these women who looks like are going to be held accountable, which doesn't always happen.
Brother Walk, he's about to say something.
Well, I pretty much was going to say exactly what my brother Charles X said up there. So you said it all, brother. You said it all. Yeah. She really initiated this in and she really was plotting to get this attention and start this GoFundMe account. This was all premeditated. The brother that she got into it with, she said she was acting weird, and she was trying to start a confrontation with him when they was in the same vehicle together. She was just like, he was wondering what the hell is wrong with you, and that stuff initiated, and this is what happened. She was just trying to get paid from the gate, and she has a whole bunch of different other videos. She got a video where she, I think she walked up and slapped a white dude or some weird stuff. She did a whole lot, so she gonna get. Hopefully, she gets what she deserves.
Okay. So what you saying? That dude, he don't fight, he don't argue, he just hit that. Anyways, but First Lady J, you got to. I shouldn't say First Lady J. Did
you try to quote Cardi B?
No, that wasn't Cardi B. That wasn't Cardi B. That was that I don't fight, I don't argue, I just hit that B with the bottle. You know that song? That's that female rapper way before Cardi B. But go on. What you got something to say about this?
The brat,
girl
huh?
fight. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just figured if the woman is out here scamming, that's a bad thing. I mean, she should get what she deserves, and this is why people have a hard time believing people that come forward with some of these stories. It just makes it bad all around the board. So turn yourself in. You're gonna get convicted because you know what you're doing. You know you're scamming. You know you got a history of scamming. So it is what it is.
Hey, if you're guilty, that's what up. Blind man, you got something else to say about this, or that's just
the blind man can even see it.
Yeah, I can see it. And she's a scam artist, and we all can see that. But what we need to start doing is start putting some emphasis on the GoFundMe platform, because this is the first time that somebody has scammed and using GoFundMe. And GoFundMe should be held accountable for not investigating some of these situations. You know what I'm saying? We're getting scammed out here, and GoFundMe is just allowing this to happen. So I want to see GoFundMe take some accountability for allowing some of these scams to take place.
Well, in defense of GoFundMe, what they did do was, once information was brought to their attention, they froze up the 40 grand and returned it to everybody. So I got to give them props on that, because that does not always happen. And they've also said that they definitely have a focus on dealing with fraud, and so, like I said, there's so many GoFundMe that's out there, and so many different, people who make charges against people, especially men, but in this case right here, it took, the first thing that was a red flag for people was, she said she got hit by a brick and there was swelling, but, most people associate getting hit with a brick that there's going to be some blood, and a lot more than just some swelling. So that kind of threw people off right from the gate. And so it had a whole slew of people that began to just dig deeper into this, into her past. Turns out the sister has, now I'm not always about, bringing people's past, into account unless it is relevant. And in this case, the sister has had literally a rap sheet of promotion of prostitution, disorderly conduct, indecent exposure, DWI, theft. Those are all these things definitely, definitely need to be brought to the witness stand to really, just add even a little bit more context that, we have to be real careful who we give money to in general. It should take more of an investigation, and look into at least a little bit of one's history, and their reputation.
And that's on the people. If you decide to give money to GoFundMe or whatever, that's on you to do your investigation. But I mean, you willingly give it up. It's kind of like whatever. If you put money out there, to me, you're saying you don't really care too much about it. But I understand if they appeal to you on something that's not true, then I guess you get your money back. And that's the beautiful thing about GoFundMe. GoFundMe, once people make an uproar, they will freeze it and they will return what they return. So again, but we're still waiting to see what's going to play out. Even bad people can still be guilty of, I shouldn't say, could be victims of something bad. So we still got to wait till the criminal process plays out. But go ahead, Brother Walt.
I'm trying to get to Hawaii. I need to start me a GoFundMe account. I'm going to Hawaii in 2 years. 2 years. Come on. Yeah, that's a long time. GoFundMe. Walk Street Dude. Let's go.
So what we got up next, First Lady?
Next in the news, we have Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin indicted on involuntary manslaughter charge and Russ shooting. A New Mexico grand jury indicted the actor on Friday after hearing evidence in a closed hearing. Alec Baldwin is headed to trial over the death of stenographer Helena Hutchinson, who was killed in 2021 after the actor's Top Gun fired a live round of ammunition on the Rust film set. The decision to indict Baldwin was announced Friday after a New Mexico grand jury heard evidence presented. He was charged with one count of involuntary manslaughter.
Something is there. Something has to be there. They double backed on Alec Baldwin. Something is there. Maybe because this dude dealt with guns before. So maybe he knew it was loaded. Maybe I don't know. Something is there, but they double backed on my boy. Yo, free Alec Baldwin.
They wouldn't do a manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter if he knew, but yeah, there obviously something. The fact that they came back to this, there's something there's something to be investigated. Again,
basically said exactly what I just said. Thank you.
Well, no, but you said that you said that he knew. I'm just saying that it's involuntary manslaughter.
I said
so
maybe. Maybe I'm speculating. I said maybe he
but
knew.
I'm saying,
come on, rewind the tape.
You're the one again. You're the one attacking what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we don't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna have his day in court. We'll find out. He said that they're looking forward to their day in court. But as we know with Jonathan Majors, don't be careful what you ask for, because what can happen can happen. You got something to say about this, blind man?
Well, I think there were reports of some type of reckless activity going on with Alex Baldwin in the actual shooting. So I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I just know that if it had been me, I don't think it would have been a manslaughter charge. I think it would have been first-degree murder.
Exactly. Yeah. So LeBray checking. It's payback for his acting role on SNL for clowning Trump. Well, definitely there's a contingent of people that are really still sore with him about that. But you got something to say about this, brother Charles X?
No, I was going to have to echo what the brother say. That's about the only conspiracy I can see in this situation, right here, So, I really don't have much to comment about this.
Yeah, my whole thing is to me the real culprit in this is the person that the prop master, whoever it is that maintains the guns and stuff like that. But if they have protocols that he didn't follow, then that's probably where they can get him on. I don't believe you should ever point a fake gun at somebody and pull a trigger after what happened with Brandon Lee. Look, man, you need to do something about the angles where you add it after post whatever. We just got to avoid the possibility of something like this happening. It's make believe, it's pretend. So at some point we gotta use our imagination. Everything doesn't have to be the most realistic thing. You got something to say about this El Pooh before we pass on?
Yeah, the man's only facing up to 18 months. He'd be all right.
He said only.
I know.
Only 18 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the financial implications that's probably the most significant to him.
It's probably the 18 months. He's probably got money to do whatever. Those people, they're used to a completely different lifestyle versus us regular folks. But I don't know. That's a messy situation.
As a person who actually been on vacation before, like I trip off sometimes how people talk when they haven't really did time, and it's like 18 months. I'm like 18 months, man. I'll knock that out real quick. But like I remember talking to my brother. He was like 3 months. I'm like, I'll lose everything. I'm like, 3 months ain't that, bro. Knock that out. But yeah, Alec Baldwin, hold your head up, boy. Thug life.
Yeah, when you have money, he can avoid that jail time because this is definitely not a first degree or even a second degree. At best, it's negligent. So, when you have money, I think it's going to be, more about, taking care of the victim at the end of the day. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Trump. But yeah, so what we got something else in the news?
Lastly, in the news, I have the Brooklyn Underground Tunnel. New York building officials have issued emergency work orders to stabilize a historic synagogue and its neighboring structures after an illicit underground tunnel was discovered at the sanctuary earlier this week. An investigation by the city's Department of Buildings uncovered a tunnel that was 60 foot long, 8 foot wide, and 8 foot high, located underneath the global headquarters of the Shabbat Lubavitch movement, an important Jewish site. It extends under several buildings in the vicinity.
Yeah, there were some people that jumped on this conspiracy wise, and saying that, oh yeah, this was for like child trafficking. Some dude, some big time YouTuber was saying that he wouldn't be surprised if this tunnel went all the way to Epstein Island. This is kind of dangerous stuff to speculate about, but we understand the importance of structures, and you just can't go digging holes without the consequences, especially in a place like New York that's got all the stuff that they got going on. So maybe it's not the big conspiracy, but if you don't follow all those particular rules for safety, this is a terribly dangerous thing to do. You got something? Anybody else got something to say about this?
Yeah,
I mean, sure. I mean, as critical as I am. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. I jumped on it before.
This is like where people are coming with the conspiracy theories with the church. It makes sense. Like maybe you running little boys up in there or something like that. Come on, these preachers be on some BS. But it's a lot of avenues to take as far as what they was doing it for. Why? What's going on? They was talking about just so you could get to church because of COVID. That to me, that makes absolutely zero sense. So I don't know what they was doing and how was they doing it, and nobody said nothing. No, like how remember Martin and the scene when he did New Jack City, don't nobody know nothing. Like seriously, something going on. Something's going on.
Brother Charles.
Yeah, I would say, what we all could agree on is this is some weird stuff. You know what I mean? And so far the explanation that's been, offered to the world, because it is something that the whole world is looking at, it has not been satisfactory, at all. Of course, Israel is in the news, and this particular sect, of Jewish people, they have strong ties to Netanyahu as well as Zionists in general. So they've been definitely, taking a hit, right now based on how unpopular the Israeli government is right now among many people, But, even having said all that, there just hasn't been enough evidence and information released yet to be able to, definitively be able to make certain claims, that is being labeled anti-Semitism, out there at this time. Now, later on, could there be, sure, but at the very least, we had, Jewish cats coming out the damn sewers, and all this stuff was going down. This was just weird. The way this even got brought up was that people were saying that, in their building, they were hearing people speaking Yiddish, in their basement and stuff, And so there became an investigation that's going on. And there were, let's not forget, 9 people were arrested because they were, getting into it with the police, as things were going down, as this raid was taking place, at the end of the day, so, and also something that hasn't been talked about much, but what they did admit to was that they're saying that they had illegal immigrants working on the tunnels because the tunnels got to a certain point to where they couldn't, it was taking more expertise than what they had. So they literally hired illegal immigrants, to come in and fortify and make stronger tunnels. Coincidentally, they were of a Hispanic descent, so, take that, with it as you may, but, is there some drug cartel, situations going on with this, is there some of these other, situations that are going on? We just don't know. Just not enough information at this time.
Is that it for the In the News, First Lady?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Brother Floyd X, is this a good position time to? First of all, do you got something to say about any of this stuff?
No, I do not.
Hacker man, damn.
I'll say it.
My bro extra out right now. He extra out. You so happy, huh? What's up, big bro?
Chilling. So
that's right. You see, I was saying that you see him and El Poo. They got their match. They getting ready for the game today.
Yep.
So
let's go Packers. Give me my $50. Let's go Packers. Give me my $50.
That's right. I forgot to mention. Yeah. So we got a friendly bet between El Poo and Walk about and the bet is strictly if the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl. So Walk is saying that they're not gonna make it, and the Packs get that brother $50. So you got something on the line. You got 2 Sundays to figure it out.
Hey, GoFundMe if they don't win, if the GoFundMe for
La Brea Trucking for all of your trucking needs. Cross country, goes cross country.
That's right. That's gobealive.org. Go get you some of that black honey. And that's Sister Nidra. You know, we're going to have her back on the show. Floyd's got some questions.
Rhoda's Variety Store, located in where the African market is at, in the Florence Square. Go check them out Monday through Friday, especially on the weekends. They got all the needs, your little shopping needs. They have them there.
That's me right there. Hold on. That was kind of short, bro. Sex Talk with Walk every Thursday, 9 p.m. I don't play around with that time no more. My numbers was dropping like crazy, but Sex Talk Walk every Thursday, 9 p.m. We had a good show Thursday, too, even though Floyd X really didn't think so, but it was popping. The most popular show on the Focus Up Network. Spin that back. Okay. Yeah. Which I'm a part of as well.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, it's El Pooh is the host. And we're going to be talking about MC Light today, the legacy of the great MC Light. And we also going to be talking about what distinguishes hip hop from the other genres of music from the 80s. So, you know, again, that's the Focus Up show with the El Pooh. That's going to be at 10:30 a.m., 30 minutes after this show today. And that's right, Saturday at 9 a.m. Like, subscribe, share. That's what's up. We appreciate you.
We on Twitch, we on Twitter, we on Facebook, we on YouTube. Go to YouTube, click like, subscribe. Listen, check this out. I'm sick of people that I know. Every time they talk to me, they like talking about like, oh, y'all still doing the show? Yeah, we still doing the show. Yeah, support. Y'all watch all that other crap. And I be telling, sometimes I be telling people, you ain't gotta watch the show. Just like, click, and subscribe. Let's get these numbers up, man. Quit playing. We've been doing this 4 years. Quit playing. Y'all playing. We ain't. We here. We faithfully with it.
All right. So let's get
Focus Up Network LLC, baby.
So first topic we got today is men's makeover versus women's makeover. I don't know if I want to set the table for this one. You want, because we started talking about this because women get a lot of crap for, you know, all the things that they do, all the surgery, all the extra stuff, the baby hairs, whatever they do to make themselves right. It turns out, you know, what's fair is fair. Men are starting to do a lot of extra stuff, you know, with the fakeness. But let me pass this over to you. Want to set this up, First Lady, or should I say Brother Floyd X? I'm gonna think of First Lady because you were the main ones that thought, like, you know, it's kind of hypocritical. The guys are always talking about Little Kim when there's a whole bunch of dudes out there looking like, you know.
Yes, y'all got that peel back banana peels going on as well. Men
Slide
are
back.
here with their fake beards, their fake wigs, but yet you guys are criticizing women and what they're doing. But you guys are altering your bodies as well. You need to hear from us. Look
Ouch.
at the cul-de-sac. What's wrong with that? Just rock it or cut it off. Don't go grabbing a piece of carpet, gluing it to your head, and then want to talk about my sisters out here that are wearing their wigs. Also, you guys are out here tattooing your eyebrows on as well, and doing fake beards and tattooing beards, but you want to talk about us women. Oh, we're not going to talk about the tattooed six packs you guys are out here doing. The bow tie. We're not even going to
Hey,
go there about the penis implants. So I can keep going on and on. So stop bashing us women because you guys are no different. Did you guys ask for our opinion? Did you ask if we like this? No, you did not. You're doing what you want to do. So leave us alone.
Mm,
I heard those men said they do it for themselves.
And what makes you guys think women don't do it for themselves? So
look.
yes.
Hey, wait, hold on,
Go
Lady
ahead.
J. What's up? Listen, you named a lot of stuff that I might need. I didn't even know they was doing that for black men out there. You think I'm wearing this hat because I'm like a chicken? Look at that right there. I seen that brother just now. Oh, I'm back. I will be back in the game for real. Look at that. That's Jesus. That's white Jesus right there.
It's a personal preference. If you want it, then get it. But don't knock the sisters for what they're doing.
Oh, I am not, because wait, yo, you got the wrong person. Because I do not. I'm telling you, I'm so ignorant to the game. What women are doing. Like I remember my homegirl, she had some baby hair, had a weave, all kind of crap going on. I was like, that looked nice, and she was like, this is a weave, and this. I didn't even know what the hell baby hair was, but it looked cute. It does look good, ladies. Don't stop that. But I mean, if you want a lady, you can't do all that bullshit, buddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I'm gonna go to the barbershop. Look, let me tell a quick story. Y'all know me. I'm back on the show real fast. I went to the barbershop for my son, and we sitting there waiting. I seen a dude come in like this. Damn, that shit look bad, huh? He left looking like freaking Drake or something. Like he had an edge up and everything. It was sprayed. They spray painted his head and everything. Put a mask on his head, face, and spray painted him. But he just did it for the weekend because he was going to Vegas to parlay and do a bachelor party and all that crap. But it looked good. It did look good. And I was like, damn. But I know this. I'm not going to maintain it. I'm going to hop in the shower that night. It's going to be all looking like a black carry or something. So, yeah. Salute to that. If you got the money to do it, just do it. Just do it. But you might not marry the guy you want, or you might not marry the chick because it's all a facade. It's fake. It's just for the weekend. That's what I be feeling this for.
Hey, my mom just sent me a text. She said, "Am I growing a white beard?" And talking about how old that makes her feel. See, this is the problem. Okay, we just got to be what we are. If you want to do that, that's your business. But the bottom line is, I rock my grays. I'm not gonna be sitting there coloring or do nothing like that because to me, this is I've earned this age. So I earned the respect that comes with the age. So again, I'm not ashamed. We are what we are. I'd like to just a person to wake up in the morning and look very close to what they're gonna end up looking up. You have all this stuff in your hair. You can't. Most black women, you can't even really touch them because there's so much stuff going on, and it's just look, just rock what you do and be you. But if you do that extra stuff, that's your choice as well. I'm not gonna be sitting here criticizing Lil Kim, but I wish she didn't look like that.
Let me say this.
That sound like a horn. What happened to the horn? Is the horn exist? Horn for nice guy. So what's a nice guy? That was yo. Put that camera on me. You got it. I'm speaking to two people, and you, nice guy. What happened to the horn?
Take the camera off.
What was you about to say?
I'm not going to knock a man for doing what he want to do with his life and everything, but I'm going to say it like this. If you're looking like Jaywalk today, and then tomorrow I see you looking like Steve Harvey back in the day with that high top fade, I'm clowning you. I'm just saying, if I know you, I'm a clown you. I just can't help it.
I know that was bad.
He said, "Why women can catfish and we can't?" Yeah. Hey, I remember. Hey, shout out to Dewana. She had a post where she's talking about men, brothers. Keep those hats on. And I was like, wait a second, that's disrespectful.
Ooh.
Because y'all just wearing hair hats. So it's just it's a situation where again, I'm not trying to be bashing on stuff. Do what you're gonna do. I'm not a big fan of the baby hair things, especially when they do it all extra out. But I mean, whatever makes you feel what you feel. What you got to say about this, brother Blind Man?
Well, hey, look. To be honest, I agree with El Pooh. If I catch you and I know you, I'm clowning you. That's just what it is. Look, hey, believe it or not, I'm in my 30s. Okay, I have gray hair in my chin, gray hair all over me. I'm not just for men and nothing. I'm accept who I am, and you gonna like me for me. Now, I'm not knocking what nobody else do. You can do what you want to do, but if I know you, I'm gonna clown you because just be you. You don't have to try to put on the front for somebody else because obviously it's for somebody else. It ain't for you. It's for somebody else. So I just say be you. That's all I'm gonna say. But you just be you.
Hey, real talk. We absolutely bodying somebody that we know do something about this. But brother Charles X, you got something to say about this?
Yeah, I would say there's nothing wrong with looking and feeling your absolute best and conveying confidence and success to everyone you meet. But I think there is definitely, a way that you should, approach it. Clothing, changing up that, hey, okay, accessorizing, watches, briefcase, hats, pins, that's fine. Weight loss, weight training, that's fine. Hell, even a pedicure and manicure, keep your feet and your hands, straight. That's fine. I think when you start drawing the line is if you do start, going fake. At the end of the day, we definitely as men are on sisters and female in general for keeping it real. So I think we should keep it real. And just in general, when it comes to men, I've saw a lot of men lose money chasing women, but I never saw a man who's chasing money lose women. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta just pick yourself up. Add some some extra revenue streams to yourself or whatnot. That's the way to level up. But when it comes to now I'll give some people some passes, especially as you get older, dealing with some plastic surgeries and whatnot. There are some exceptions, but not before you go and really, go hard, with weight loss and weight training before you get any type of contouring or anything like that. There's various other methodologies they have out there to, to help men on some of those problem areas that they have. If that's something you want to do, hey, that's on you, But for the most part, just keep it real.
That's up. That's
wait. What is there? Wait, you said there are a lot of things to do. What to do with the belly? What to do with the belly? Well, here's the thing. I get it. I understand when men do just certain weird stuff, like as far as like just to touch themselves up and try to make themselves look more appearance. Like there was a. I'm not gonna advertise this show. I'm not gonna advertise the show, but he explained a whole bunch of things why he took his teeth out and got the veneers, and he got his hairline, and it's like a tattoo they could do if it's not receding that bad, and he keep a low cut. It looked like he really got some hair, and he did a whole bunch. He works out, but all the thing is for the women. So women, when y'all doing that, y'all know, but y'all not really necessarily doing it for us because we don't ask you guys to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest.
Do we ask you men to do it? Do we ask men to alter? So it's really going down to a personal preference. My thing with the women are the implants. I do have a problem with our sister because of health reasons, but everything else is a personal preference. And then some women, I'm gonna use myself for an example. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. If my hair was gone and I wanted to wear a wig, that would be a personal preference. But a guy sitting up there clowning me or dissing me, not really knowing why I'm wearing it. And so that's why I'm asking you guys need to lay off of these women when you out here doing things yourself and tattooing a 6-pack on your belly. to make it look like you got a six-pack. Come on now.
Yeah, that's going too far. That's definitely going too far. You know,
You're getting bodied. You're getting bodied for that.
Sound like a good idea to me.
I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do, and like the bread truck is saying, why can't men catfish and women do? You guys don't have to. Just be yourself. But like if I'm sitting up there and I'm thinking you one thing, and we getting ready to get personal with each other, and you like, wait a minute, let me take off my hair, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, I didn't know that was going on. Yeah, you guys feel a certain type of way when women coming off of their wigs or their eyelashes sitting to the side. Just start respecting what we do, just like we respect what you guys do. And he also made another point. Some of them are on the same team that are doing these things, but some of them just, want to be out there. Men getting Botox and all that too. Stop knocking us when you guys.
Funkmaster Flex had a tummy tuck and got some Botox. I don't see why he did all that, but he's a celebrity.
Yes.
Did y'all ask us if we wanted penis enlargements? Did y'all say, are you okay with my size? Should I go? No, you guys do it on your own. When I say you guys, I'm not referring to you guys on this platform, but in general, men diss women that go get their butts enlarged or their breast implants, but y'all here getting penis enlargements too.
Oh, I don't think nobody sees the penis enlargement unless you're the significant other. So we walk around, we can see these BBLs, we can see all this other stuff. We can't see the penis enlargement unless you're dealing with that person. But some of the stuff that women do, I'm gonna keep it real now. Some of the stuff should be illegal. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this little viral situation going on TikTok and Instagram stuff where these women are piling on makeup and stuff like that. They're old women, like I'm gonna say like 70 years old, and they piling on makeup. And next thing you know, they looking like they're 25 years old. That should be illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? That is deceitful. That is deceitful. The men that we may, I'm not knocking it. Dudes is putting on their little wigs and stuff like that, and I'm against that. I'm against the wigs, but they still look the same. You still look like you, kind of. But when you piling all this fake eyeliner, fake eyelashes, foundation, you're a totally different person now.
Oh,
you're somebody totally different.
I've seen the videos, man. I mean, there's an extreme evolution from before and after. So I mean, but again, that is a little bit of a fraudulent type of a thing. That's why I say you should wake up to somebody and they shouldn't be looking terribly different from how they look before when they walk out. But
it's called a clown. A clown, they're made up. And once the makeup, you don't know who's under all that makeup. That clown in that wig, you don't know. Ronald McDonald, you don't know if that's a male or a female. You're dealing with just the clown and makeup. So when it all comes off, it's a new person. That's all it is. It's just a clown, whether you're male or female.
So just be careful.
That's a perfect segue, Lady J, because one of the biggest issues nowadays that men are starting to have is these people who are going transgender and just switching up the whole game altogether. You know what I mean? And so, that definitely, has, some brothers that is, not feeling that at all. Speaking of being illegal, it should definitely be illegal to false advertise, as far as I'm concerned.
Infamous El Poo has something to say. Where you at, bro?
I was getting ready to say, just be careful who you sleeping with. In fact, if you want to know who you sleeping with, make them take a shower before you actually sleep with them. Then you know what you're sleeping.
Not a shower. They gotta hop in the tub. It gotta be like a pool or something, and then you're gonna see just like a bloody mess. Like, damn, what happened up in here? Like that. It's all gonna dissipate after all that. Not dissipate, but disappear after all that stuff. Come on now, yeah.
And I will say this: I'd rather for the men to go ahead and get their hair glued on and to be walking around here with that black charcoal powder sprinkled on their head, than they sitting up there sweating, and next thing you know, they got black tear drops running all down their faces.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Just glue it on. Don't sprinkle it on.
Exactly.
So,
like
wait, I can have dreads too. I didn't see the dreadlock one.
There's so many.
But I remember I was in my late 20s, and I used to have my head twisted up all the time. I just rock that fade, that ball fade now. I was in my late 20s, and as soon as that my braider, the sister, she couldn't connect a braid in the middle. That same day, I went home, shaved my head. I remember I could shave it every single, you know what I'm saying? That was in my late 20s, you know what I mean? So I practice what I preach, you know what I mean? Bald is beautiful. Let me say that. It's just cold in here right now. That's why I got my hat on.
we should probably get on to the next topic, which is the role of the Black church mosque in the Black community. Now, one of the reasons why I suggested this is because I know that, a lot of the people in today, we refer to them as hoteps, and in our days, a lot of conscious brothers that would constantly sort of using the Black church as like, this is the thing, the tool that white people use to control Black people. And I've always said that, you can't make a person believe in religion. You can introduce someone to them, and whether they buy it, they buy it. But what really got Black people to cooperate with what the white people were doing was always been the threat of violence. But the fact of the matter is, I would say that the role of the Black church, has been problematic in many instances, especially when you talk about what's been going on in the Catholic Church with the kids and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is we've also had a lot of these civil rights movements come out of the Black church. When you have with Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King, and then you have, the various other, the underground railroad system. I mean, a lot of this stuff was basically Black community. So when I talk about the Black church is not just necessarily a Christian church. When you talk about the Nation of Islam, these are basically Black communities that they get together on a sort of like a spiritual level, and they sort of like build together. They become powerful with more, and they offer these utensils, or basically they offer you strength in numbers, but they also offer you a fellowship and guidance. And so there's a positive role that these things can play, but we also know that there's a bad things that these things do. So there's a dichotomy there. But on that note, let me you know what? I'm gonna go to First Lady J first.
No, come back to me.
Okay, so let me go to our guest. Walk. Normally I go to you right after her, but I know that the blind man has something particularly to offer on this topic. So, brother, what you got to say? I pass you the floor.
Okay, well, the role of the Black church is been complicated. Originally, the oppressors used it to pacify our people, right? But now, what happened in the past was it transformed, and we created something a little bit different. What we did was we created a foundation that served as a freedom struggle. You know what I'm saying? So we got together, and we update each other on current events and trying to help each other understand how to end racism and promote economic equality for everyone. That's what it was back in the days of Martin Luther King. We are long past that now. We're not in the same position we was back then. So now we need to start doing things a little bit different. And in the Black church, for one, I would like to see us just start, using our money a little bit better. So, like I said before, to my sister, we have had about $1 billion annually come through the Black church. It's no reason for us not to have schools. It's no reason for us not to have jobs. It's no reason for us to be in poverty. You know what I'm saying? So, and we keep sowing our seeds, saying, "Hey, if you want a better life, then it's coming later. It's coming later when you die. When you die, I don't want it when I die. I want it now, and I have the power to have it now." And that's what I want the Black church to understand: is that promote us right now. We have the power right now.
All right, Brother Walk, what you got to say about this?
Black church, come on now. I probably asked a few of you guys, when was the last time y'all been to church? When was the last time? Look, check this out. I'm gonna keep it 100. When I first broke up with my ex-wife, I was just on some shit like, I'm trying to crack some chicks. I was like the guy on remember Boys in the Hood? He was like, where they got the baddest chicks at? Church. Yeah, that's what I went there for. But then I found Jesus. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, the church ain't really doing much for the Black community. What are they doing? Back in the 70s, they used to organize and have like, where are the jobless men? Where are the people who are homeless? Bring them here. Let's get them some shelter. Let's get this guy a job. Let's get her a job. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's watch these kids. Watch, not touch these kids. Watch these kids. But now it's just everything that flipped. The church just sit up there and rake in money. That's why you see when you go to church, it's a lot of women, and there's more women in there. So I guess old boy from the movie Boys in the Hood, he was right. That's all I have to say.
Hey, legitimate points, brother. What you got to say about this, Brother Charles X?
Yes, sir. Karl Marx, who I'm not a fan of, he had a famous quote where he indictment on religion, where he called it the opium of the people, because it gave the press false comfort and hope, obscuring their causes of their oppression and reducing their urge to overturn the oppression. But historically, that definitely has not been what the Black church has represented. I remind people that it was in the Black church that the Nat Turner Rebellion, in Virginia, occurred. We already mentioned, heavyweights like, MLK, and then flip over to the Mosque side, the Nation of Islam, and of course Malcolm, the minister, but also Frederick Douglass, who was really grounded inside the church. In the past, the Black church, it came about because they had to self-segregate due to racism in the white church. So it became known as the invisible institution, enforced underground by Black codes, which prohibited the gathering of more than 2 Black people without a white person being present to monitor the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So the Black church, there's been indictments on it of being a white man's religion, but it was from the Black man, if you will, the original man, that religion is even based on. So they tried to keep us from even being able to read the Bible. But once we got a hold of that Bible and we started getting the proper, context and the proper teaching from it, then it made boys into men. Women, strong women were produced, as well. Out of the Black church, the Civil Rights Act. You see what I'm saying? But today, the church has been compromised. It's mostly filled with women. And there's unfortunately been a disconnect between the Black man and the Black woman, in general, and I'm not going to get too heavy into that. But, again, you see the church stay filled with mostly women, beta men, and simps. Yes.
No, brother. Hey, everything you're saying is great. It's true. Hey, First Lady, I know you got to say something now.
Wait. Before that, we got a comment from LeBread Trucking.
Great comment.
He should be driving trucks again. Like what? But he commented. What do he say? Tell your parents to raise their own kids. I do. It's not their responsibility of the church. Also, church has never promised a peaceful, great, or prosperity while living. What the?
No. That's straight.
Block LeBread Trucking.
No, he's absolutely right. Again,
Block LeBread Trucking.
But
I have to say. I'm gonna say my look.
Wait till we dead. Whoa, block him.
As far as the Black churches, you have to the congregation itself has to be accountable of who you choose as your leader of your church. We're going to start with the leaders of the church as far as what they're offering for our community. If you become a member of these churches and you feel like they're not giving back to the children or the community or whatnot, it's up to us. We have a choice on what we do for our community. Like, I'm old school. If I go to a church, I don't care if it's my dad, whomever, if I'm not getting what I need to not only help myself but my community, I'm going to move on. Church, there are a lot of churches. I can't say all churches. It starts with the leaders. If you guys like all that foolishness, like, some of those videos I sent to you guys, that's not church. That's just trying to get attention, trying to get money, things of that nature like that. All Black churches are not the same. We do still have some old school churches out there. And, LeBread Trucking made a point in his statement. All of you guys have made some key points, but for me, it's up to the members. Some of us are stuck trying to be caught up in this new stuff instead of going with the old school way of how church is going. Forget the modern way. The modern way does not seem to be working nowadays. If you go back to the old school way, and it starts at home. A lot of learning and training, all that stuff starts at home. So if you want to reach out to someone, reach out to your kids, you have to start at home. Praise dancing is not the same anymore in the churches or whatnot. You barely have choirs in the churches nowadays. So I want a church that's more stable from what I got when I was growing up. I want what led me to Christ back in the day. And watching all this ain't on my mama, on my hood in church, that's not church. That's like a concert hall or whatnot. So it's where I say it's up to us as the people. We have a choice, and it starts with who's leading, who's the leader of the church. If the pastor is allowing that, then that tells me a lot about that particular pastor. That's not the church that I want to be there. Even though I'm not going to church for the pastor, but if I'm going to be there listening to you and hearing what you have to say to me, and if it's not right and you're just pass the plate, collect the money, that's not the place I want to be. Because if I'm giving my salary or giving my 10%, I want it to come back to I don't want it to go build a pastor house, is what I'm trying to say.
I hear what you're saying. That's what's up. And you know what? Let me just say that the reason why I even came up with this topic was from the brother that I just brought on, brother Afro Gnostics, because I'm gonna get to you, brother El Poo, but he was the first one to kind of pointed out the actual, the things, a lot of stuff that brother Charles is talking about, the roles that they played earlier in the day that actually was a building and uplifting thing, as opposed to just a utensil for spreading the white man's lies. But again, on that same note, it has been used for that as well. So it's been both of those things. But welcome to the show. Better late than never, brother Omar. You got something to chime in on this and really what the topic is, just the role of the Black church in the Black community, what it's been, what it is.
Yes, it's a big topic. I don't even know where to begin. One thing I want to do is shout out to W. Du Bois, who wrote the first sociological study on the Black church, the Negro church. There's some good works by George, Joseph Washington, Black Sects and Cults, E. Franklin Frazier, the Black church, and then the Black church after Frazier, written by Joseph Washington. But I will say that the Black church, it's been a rest haven for patriarchy. It is has been the one place that Black males could gather and exert their force without, interference from white people. It was that one jurisdiction where they could exercise power, Black males, and they really abused it and corrupted it. So a lot of the problems that First Lady talked about are actually patriarchal problems in the church, because the church has been a rest haven for that type of thing. But also the Black church is not a monolith. There are many different liberation theology, Reverend Cone. And, the Black church has been a liberation force, I would argue too, but it has also been an oppressive force. Folks remember or forget that the message from the Birmingham jail written by King was written partly against the Black church for their lack of support of the civil rights movement. And King, they tried to campaign for King to be the president of the National Baptist Convention, but he couldn't do it. He wasn't on that level. And actually, it led to a fiasco that led to the death of ministers live at the National Baptist Conference. They killed someone, threw him off stage because they tried to contest the power, the dictatorship power of the president of the NBC. So,
El Poo, thank you for that good information. El Poo, what you got to say about this?
Well, once I read in the Bible for myself that Jesus walked into the house of worship and started flipping over tables and tearing up stuff and said, y'all done turned the house of God into a den of thieves. The only church I've been to since then is Church's Chicken. I'm sorry.
Black El Poo.
Hey, Mr. Floyd X, I know you got something to say. You're not just gonna stay in the ether on this topic.
Yeah, I like hearing other people's opinion on the church, because I know I go hard on my opinion of the church, because I am an atheist. I haven't been to church in a long time, but I do know that there are churches that do play a positive role in our communities and are a benefit to the community. Some churches, they hand out food and clothing, and they collect food and clothing. So it is a positive. It's a benefit in some areas, and in others it's not. The mosque, the same thing, is a positive, a benefit to the communities and things of that nature. So I respect them on those levels. But as far as the beliefs goes, I'm all the way 180 from those. And I think that's all I got to say about that.
We're not talking about the belief system. We talking about the church. Like, you don't have to believe in the church to look and see that they're not really rocking or doing SHIT for the community. I look at my neighborhood. You know, I'm on the streets every day, and I see church just here. Like y'all, when we say church, I am thinking about church's chicken. So El Poo, he's a prophet, some sort.
So you don't. So you don't see no churches in your community doing anything? You don't see none?
No, I do not. I haven't heard about nothing. I ain't seen nothing nowhere. Even the church that I go to, they ain't never said nothing like, okay, we're going to have something where you guys come to, because I do go to church for the chicks. I ain't going front. I don't play around. Mm-hmm. But they don't say stuff like, yo, won't you guys do this or do that? And we're going to, for the community, we're going to clean up this freaking park over here. We're going to build a recreation center. Everything is like, just get that tie, slide them dollars. Yeah, amen. Keep praying for Jesus. And see, this is why I do. It's problematic what my boy, wait, hold on. It's problematic what you said, the bread trucker. That's problematic what you said. So basically, wait till you die for the prosperity. Come on, brother. That was crazy. That was insane. Block the bread trucker. I love you, brother. You my nigga for life, but
I thought the comment that he was saying, I think that was a criticism, saying that they're saying that you got to wait to die. But I will say this: there's two churches on the corner where I live, and I mean they pass out food not just on Sunday. They pass out food all the time. I mean, literally, there's like 4 blocks away. There's 2 churches right across the street. They're constantly giving out clothing, food. I see the line, all that stuff. So I mean, that community is actively doing something. When I see the people die, the funerals, when I see everybody, you know, it's basically giving them a haven to commune with each other and to mourn together and all of that stuff. So they're playing an absolute role. I mean, you know, the fact of the matter is they also. I'm saying that you're telling me the church is sitting there doing these, whether it's doing a wedding or whether it's doing a funeral, that is a service for the community. You do understand that, right?
It does not cost SHIT to do a funeral, bro. To open up the doors and come do a funeral. Wait, hold on. See, that's like a misconception where it looks like the church is doing something, even if they didn't charge you for it. It costs more to put that person in that plot. It costs more to freaking go to the mortuary, how much it's going to cost to cremate this person or to embalm them or whatever. Like I done seen it with my ex-wife where her dad sat on the slab of table. The church didn't do shit. And he was getting buried at the church that was connected with the mortuary. Stop playing. Wait, hold on. I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. And I ain't feeling it whatsoever. I ain't seen the church do shit, bro. So listen, check this out.
You're going
wait, hold on. Instead of hitting the club, I'm hitting the church, baby. Straight up.
It's a lot of churches in my community that does a lot for the community. Gives away a whole lot of food and a whole lot of stuff. It's a lot of churches that do some good out here. Don't get it wrong. It's a lot of them out there, but
where?
It's a lot. Come to South.
The same way you search the clubs. If you want to know, then search church. Visit some of the churches in your community and find out. Visit some in other communities, because I know our church, we do our thing. The churches in this community, they do their thing. We give, we collect blankets, we do things for the children. I see the churches where I don't even attend. I see them passing out stuff, clothing, all that stuff. You know, you have to get out there the same way you stay in the streets. Go stay in the church and find out for yourself, because apparently you're visiting the wrong church.
Yeah, criticism with all of the religious institution, but this nation would be worse off were it not for the religious institutions that are in place. You know, I think what I'm hearing is that there needs to be an evolution, you know, of these religious institutions, you know, where training men and women become a focus. Yes, like La Brea Company was saying, is it starts at the home, but then just think of education was a bigger part of the curriculum, you know, in regards to coming to church. You know, I remember the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said, if a man doesn't treat you right, how can he teach you right? You know, we haven't been taught properly. So if the church is not, especially as it relates to us, going to help us, you know, have a better history of the Black nation, you know, provide actual Black teachers, especially men, you know, to the community, because in the school systems, we don't see that at all. You know, there's very few black men that are actual teachers in the educational system. You know, teaching us the knowledge of civilization, a man in universe, and all sciences, the moral development and guidance that is necessary for a community. You know, and then also, you know, definitely like the brother was saying earlier, is that it has to be some sort of economic, you know, a platform that's there, because right now you see a lot of money come in, you know, to the church and the mosque and whatnot, you know, but if you're not building businesses, or at the very least helping those who attend, you know, your organization grow and become a stronger business, men and women, you know, and increase their acumen, you know, then, you know, what are you really doing for the greater community? You know, so there definitely needs to be an evolution, I would say, you know, in these institutions.
Go ahead, brother. Afro-Gnostics.
Afro-Gnostics. Shout out to the boys again. He did a little inventory of the church, I think, in 1910, and I think not much has changed right now. Most of the churches are barely paying their expenses monthly. For that, you know, they're always doing that new campaign to get the new roof, the new flooring. I mean, they're barely above water, honestly. The mega churches, they get like a lot of attention, but they're less than 1% of the black churches. So, you know, the black churches, and then the other thing to consider is how many black churches in practice and in ideology apply to the social gospel. Like King is associated with, you know, ecclesiastical, whatever order or structure or whatever, but King was an activist, you know, who used the church for activism. You know, he kind of critiqued the black church for not being more socially active. But back in the day, yeah, churches performed more functions. They loaned money. They did more than just funerals. They did a lot of services. But with integration and, you know, just integrating more, becoming more urban, the church stopped doing those types of functions and really start functioning on saving souls. So any church that exclusively their primary concern is saving souls and not saving the body that the soul houses, not concerned with the poverty and the things that need to be addressed with the person's body, as Washburn said, that's a moribund religion.
And that was the comment that I wanted to talk about that was put out there when he was talking about, you know, you shouldn't have to wait to die to get your benefits. So absolutely, that we got to be concerned about here and now. It's just not the hereafter. The hereafter is going to be the hereafter, but we have the power to influence the now, and with numbers is power of like-mindedness. I mean, even we talked about before with the voting blocks. I mean, the bottom line is once you start pulling resources together, you're going to have more sway and appeal on people that make things happen. So, you know, that's what's up. Tracy Taylor, go Pack, go. Hey, Floyd, extra done. So yeah, so that's what's up. So I don't know. We kind of got into overtime. I don't know if you want to press this out any further, Mr. Floyd X.
Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Wait,
so we gotta spin that back, but we can do this quick little topic if you want to. I'm over what Mr. Floyd X got to say. He just hiding it.